What's going on, guys? I am Journey, and I'm back with a video review. This time on Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's two parts to this. One, you have the noise that's kind of surrounding the game, and then also two, you have the actual review, the contents of the game. All that shit really technically matter, but to put it all into context and perspective, you might as well jump right on in. So, knowing how I do things, I like to sum stuff up. So I'm going to start with this. Yasuke is a slave that was brought over to Japan. Oda Nobunaga took an interest in him and made a trade for Yasuke. Found an interest in him, and then thereafter, Yasuke's role changed. In some series or other walks, he was a samurai, and his role was to essentially fulfill the will of his lord's wishes. That's it. Everything else at that becomes mystery, because there's no supposed real documentation on what Yasuke was to Oda Nobunaga. People didn't like the role of Yasuke, or correction. Some specific type of people had an issue with this man being here, even though he already existed. As if Assassin's Creed specialized in being absolute one-to-one accurate as a documentary, which it is a video game, and that's something that it is not. Assassin's Creed is a series that specializes in historical fiction. Always has, till things changes, my understanding will always be. Now, Naoe, Naoe, she is a completely original Japanese character. Unfortunately, there is a very specific type of group of people who have issues with women in general. And since they're not controlling a full-blown Japanese man, some people just don't want to take her seriously. And the funny part about her is she's authentic. She feels like genuine. Facial expressions, like the mocap, everything around her, her voice, easy on the eyes. And once again, it's just kind of like, I'm surprised we're in 2025 with this stuff. Let's transition for a bit. This is the most beautiful open world game I've ever played. Its authenticity is also a standout. The way how characters interact with each other and the world set this game apart for me. Gameplay wise, overall pretty positive, but there were some things that caused me to have some frustrations, specifically using Naoe. Now her playstyle is stealth, so you gotta sneak in the shadows and you got to be smart how you maneuver around enemies. I feel oftentimes that no matter what happens, she would just snap into a location as opposed to just smoothing her transitions so that way you can better position yourself. And if the camera's not facing properly and accordingly, like, she can just end up snapping all over the place. And even more so when you're, let's say, on top of a rooftop. It feels like those are broken down in sections, block by block. And you would think that if you're crawling on the top of a rooftop that you should be able to crawl to the other side, but you can't. There's a block that happens and you can't do anything. You have to get your character up, then hover over, then get back down again, which makes it really kind of complicated to do your assassination attempts or get around, especially in times of, say, broad daylight, and even when the visibility is not ideal for the enemy. Sometimes it just feels like you're giving yourself away. Where Naoe is about finesse, Yasuke is about brute force, and he has a kick that will send your arse straight to the moon. Chrono Cross reference. But not only is the kick powerful, he has other tools in his arsenal that will wipe the floor with the enemy. It's kind of crazy how OP he is. But because of that, it makes the game feel like it's on easy mode. You still have to be careful, but for the most part though, you don't have to worry so much, whereas Yasuke could take infinitely more damage than what Naoe can. But also, if you're trying to be more stealth, he is most definitely not the person for that one. Your characters have abilities, weapons, and a skill tree. Everything works together. But not only that, you could go in and check to see what they give you, check visual presentations of what they actually look like, and also the further along you go in the tree, you'll acquire even more attack power for your weapon. Another beautiful thing is that you do not have to spend points to reset your skill tree. Yes, you can reset your skill tree at no additional cost. The crazy part is, for some games, they charge you to do it. I hate that with a passion, and I'm happy this game does not have it. So there's a weapon for every situation, or a weapon specific for your playstyle. It's entirely up to you how you want to go and approach your missions. You can explore and not get punished for it. You have your main targets, and then as you further get along into the story, you're going to come across NPCs that's going to give you more side missions, more targets. And some of these targets represents organizations. So organizations got more people, you're going to have more targets. And ultimately, the good news is that there's a lot of rewards. You can find allies in the game that can help you in battle. You can also upgrade them as well. You have a fort, or at least a hideout, and you could customize that too. To find the pieces for those, you can go out to other shops, and you can find them in treasure. So it's imperative that you look around and you look through every nook and cranny. Soundtrack, 90% of it I enjoyed. The rest of it, I did kind of feel like they might be a little bit out of place, but it was probably just a little touch of modernization. That's about it. Story-wise, kept me hooked from start to finish. I like Naoe, I like Yasuke, and their connection is really, really cool. I enjoyed them. So overall, I had a very, very, very positive time with this game. It's probably right now my favorite Assassin's Creed, period. They done a masterful job, once again, and hats off to Ubisoft. In midst of all the chaos and nonsense, hey, studio went out, they tried to do the best they could for their homework, and they came out with a pretty good product. So after the delays, after the massive amount of nonsense, trigger happy folks, it's here, and it's a great experience. The game is undebatable whether it's good or not. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. It's good. The question is whether or not this is a game for you. And that's my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Until then, make sure you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.